Welcome back guys, I'm Vivi, and for this video, I'd quickly like to go over something regarding a, let's just say, upcoming animated movie. Alright, back in September 2014, a trailer for an animated Popeye movie was posted. The trailer managed to attract a pretty good number of viewers. Some thought that maybe this movie would be a prequel since Popeye looks a lot younger and different, without his pipe and tattoos. If the movie's not a prequel, then a lot of fans are pretty upset about how he looks. Anyways, despite all that, the movie was initially planned to be directed by Hotel Transylvania's Genndy Tartakovsky. This director is also the one who brought us Dexter's Laboratory and Samurai Jack. But apparently, his work for Popeye wasn't good enough for Sony. In other words, Sony was expecting something else. Here's how the director explained the whole situation. We made a version that we were happy with, and the studio didn't like that version. It's still a mystery for me that they didn't like that version. They wanted to do Popeye for the brand recognition, and I loved the character and grew up with it. So there was a tug of war. They wanted it really updated, and I can only update it a little before it isn't Popeye anymore. To be truthful, it was in the middle of Sony hack and the studio was really struggling. It was just really bad timing. So Sony wanted an updated Popeye but with the brand attached to it. By brand attached to it, did they mean they wanted the character to look like the classic? To represent how culture sees him today or remembers him? Let's face it, Popeye has become a marketing treasure today. Tartakovsky is right about what he said. You can only change a character so much without changing it completely. I don't know if there was some sort of confusion with Sony and the director back then, but the way I see it is this. Sony is afraid to alter the character too much. Although they want him updated, they don't want Popeye to stray away too much from his classic look. So because of that, the director just left the project to pursue other projects. However, it feels as if Sony is still up for the project. Apparently, Todd Fixman, also known as Todd Fixman, has been given the chance to draft a screenplay for Popeye. Fixman is known for writing our beloved Ratchet and Clank series, starting from Tools of Destruction. He's also writing for the upcoming Ratchet and Clank movie and PS4 game. Todd Fixman started as a junior writer at Insomniac Games in 2007. Unfortunately, he left Insomniac Games in 2013. Fortunately, we still get the chance to see his work once the Ratchet and Clank and movie come out. Now, I've been a huge fan of this guy. His work for Ratchet and Clank is pretty amazing. Just the fact that he's been given the role to write for a movie is pretty sick. Now, a game is different from a movie. A movie based on a game doesn't always work out, but I feel like the Ratchet and Clank movie will not disappoint. Okay, some of you might think that obviously TJ would be writing for the Ratchet and Clank movie, but the way I see it is that his writing skills are good enough to fit into a movie. Now, some of you have probably never played the Ratchet and Clank games on the PlayStation 3, but I feel like TJ Fixman can do a pretty cool job with the Popeye movie. Okay, maybe he might not know about Popeye that much, but I feel like he won't disappoint fans. I mean, look, he hasn't disappointed Sony with his writing for Ratchet and Clank, so I think TJ might not disappoint Popeye fans either. It's interesting, someone who wrote for Ratchet and Clank is working for Popeye. Nice. Anyways guys, that's that. I thought I'd just discuss about this for a bit and hopefully you found this video interesting. As always, I thank you guys for taking the time to watch. You're awesome.